Greetings. I... Thank you. If that's the case...
Listen to me! However...
How dreadful!
What have you done?
No!
You're horrible!
Now then.
Thanks, friend.
You devil!
Yeah. Oh.
Hear me! Understood?
Oh my!
You're here. Remember your vow. You gave me a reason to live. I thank you, truly.
Now then. You... Somehow...
It'll be fine.
Yes. However... May I speak? It'll be all right.
can't lose.
Yeah.
Yeah! Right. Besides... That reminds me. Okay then.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's finally here.
At last, only a day remains.
Whatever Luis throws at us, this is where we end it.
Between him and the Criers, he's certainly made a production of this. You don't suppose it's a trap?
Nah, he just loves a battle that'll make history. That's the bastard through and through.
Indeed. The man's in first place right now. Not much he stands to gain from subterfuge. But I'll admit, I have my own suspicions.
What? Losing your nerve, old fella? Me? I'm ready to lay the bastard out. I owe him at least one solid whack in the face from Ardell.
You can start with one for Dell. Give him 100 for yourself. If he becomes king, the kingdom is finished. Maybe even destroyed from the sounds of it. Rella said as much too. About the country being overrun with hordes of humans. That might be his real aim. Though I can't for the life of me think why Luis would want that. I thought he'd made his name as this grand human slayer.
At the very least, we know that Luis will not wield the king's magic to save this land.
We have our own future we're dreaming of. For Maria and Fabienne. For Grius and Rella. We've got to win this. For everyone's sakes.
This place here. You would pursue peril.
Great. Let's move out.
The stage is set for the decisive battle to take place in Grand Trad. And so the Gauntlet Runner takes to the sky. He does not return within the hush of teleportation magic as a mere wanderer, but with the fanfare required of one who would claim to be prince. He is a boy no more. He stands now on equal footing with Luis, and his triumphant descent over the capital will finally make that known, whether or not his gambit is only a means to an end.
He's here! Wow! It's really him!
Welcome back!
Your Highness!
It's His Royal Highness, the Prince! We've been waiting for you! Go and teach that damn Luis a lesson!
Finally! This is better than any of the fables. I'm putting all my money on Luis to win.
Sounds like they're more excited about the spectacle than about the prince being alive. Still, suppose it makes sense.
But by the faces in the sky and upon the rock, we are squarely set in second place. Even with the gap between us and Luis, the prince has faithful supporters.
Though 'tis not truly His Highness's face wrought in stone, but our captain's. After all this time, I cannot help but feel conflicted.
Luis spares nothing for an old woman like me. Saint Rella spoke truth. We need the help of His Royal Highness the Prince.
He's the boy with a saint's blessing. He's got to be genuine. If the Sanctus Church's power is waning, should I take His Highness's side over Luis?
Even after her confession, they still keep her words close. I suppose no amount of past sins could make them forget her genuine kindness. Seems strange to say, but we owe her a great deal. Without her, the people would never have calmed, much less placed their trust in us. We can't let them down.
But looking around the city, some of the fervor seems beyond reason.
Your Highness! You can't stop at Luis! You've got to kill all the idiots who believe in him! They're not right in the head!
That right? You're the ones who aren't right in the head. It's because of stiff old cowards like you that this country's been spinning its wheels. Not ever getting better.
Then why hasn't Luis shown up yet, eh? Sounds like he's your coward, after he arranged all this too.
True enough. If he doesn't even show up after all this fuss he's made, everyone would feel like fools.
Probably going for another big, grandstanding entrance like at the royal funeral.
Don't care what he's planning. Either way, he's dead meat.
Save your fury for the fight ahead. But still.
Over there! His Royal Highness the Prince has arrived!
Whoa, and Lady Juna as well!
I say, nothing wrong with an adoring public, but this is getting more claustrophobic than the engine room. We don't want to get stuck. I'm popping back in the room.
Let's head to the Hushed Honeybee Inn for now. I'm sure Maria will be happy to see us back.
All the customers say they're on your side. I was surprised at how popular you are.
Thanks for helping, Maria. We couldn't have done it without you.
I tried my very, very best.
I never thought Luis would be the one throwing down the gauntlet to you. If he'd survived, I'm sure he'd say the same. You'd better get some rest tonight. Come on, Maria. It's time you went to bed.
I wish we could stay up and talk more. Good luck tomorrow. I'll be cheering for you.
It's finally happening.
We've got to win this. For Grius' sake, too.
Victory is in our grasp. We once thought it impossible to save His Highness the Prince, after all, and he now lives.
But without the king's wards, we'll be fighting on even ground. He won't make this easy on us.
The king's magic lived up to the legends. Capable of shaking the world itself. Every man, woman, and child has been at its whims for months.
Not the kind of power any of us want in Luis's hands.
But will this fight truly settle everything? By the spell's own rules? The throne will go to whoever wins the most support. Even after this battle, the crown's fate isn't set. We saw how the people's hearts have been whipped to dangerous passions. When the dust settles...
Whatever they make of it, we've come this far. All we can do now is finish our fight and strike to kill. Any less, and Luis will cut us down.
Indeed. Let us now devote ourselves to victory, and then worry of what comes after. We must believe in all we've yet accomplished.
This should be our last battle against Luis. I'm just trying to stay hopeful, knowing how far we've come. Now you've awoken your archetype, forged friendships, and taken so many burdens on your shoulders. You've really risen to this fight.
This is just the beginning. We've still got a long road ahead.
True enough. We haven't even won against Luis yet. And even when we do, that won't be the end of it. But it takes me back. If the prince could see you now, he'd be pretty proud of you. Don't you think? I mean, you and he were best friends. Best friends. Wait, what?
What's the matter?
Oh, sorry. I felt like I'd misspoke for a second or something. Don't mind me. Anyway, we'll make sure this is the end for Luis. Gotta report our victory to His Highness personally, right? It's like I'm seeing the prince smile again.
Right. Let's get some rest. We'll need it come tomorrow.
It's been a while.
So?
Now then. Hold there.
At last.
You know.
It's coming up.
Make yourself at home.
That man...
I got you.
What now?
I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
This is... Right. I could get used to this. A new power to wield.
My power swells forth. I have retained my edge.
What now?